Ahoy, all of you game geeks out there, what is going on? My name is Andrew, and welcome to the Until Dawn Guide, letting you know where all the totems and clues and character choices that you should be making are for each chapter. We're going to be starting off with the prologue here, and good news about the prologue, doesn't matter what you do, you can't do anything wrong. There's only one thing you really need to look out for, and that's the first totem. Once you get that, you're golden. So we are going to watch this little opening here. It's giving you an idea, the butterfly effect. Whatever choices you make, they can lead off to different sections of a story. I've seen playthroughs of this game that are totally different from mine. I'm like, I don't remember that happening in my game. And it's true because they went off on such a completely different story route than I did, and it was a completely different game form. It was totally awesome. So now that we have an idea, the butterfly effect, it's giving you an idea that we are a bunch of high school kids up in Canada, and we are at a rich kid's cabin for the winter, having a good old time. This is Beth, right here.
Don't you guys think this is a little bit cruel?
Come on, she deserves it.
It is not her fault that she has a huge crush on Mike.
Hannah's been making the moves on him. I'm just looking out for my girl, Em.
Just because he's class prez doesn't mean he belongs to everyone. Mike is my man.
Hey, I'm not anybody's man.
Whatever you say, darling.
Hannah!
And this is Sam, of course, played by Hayden Panettiere.
She's here. Shh, shh. Mike. Mike? It's Hannah.
Hey, Hannah.
And of course, you may remember Mike from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They got a whole bunch of really good actors for this.
Hey, did you see that? Dad said it'd just be us this weekend. Josh.
Now it introduces you to the movement aspect of the game. Now, if you're facing the camera like this and you don't move, it'll zoom in on your face. I don't know why, but it's super creepy when it does this. You can look around. And it's not an over-the-shoulder game. It's pretty much set camera angles, which I really like. That's an old homage to classic horror games. So, we're going to talk to our brother Josh here, who is smashed because he's been drinking the old whiskey.
Jeez, Josh. Once again, brother, you've outdone us all.
And sleeping across from Josh, that is Chris. They all drink a little too much. Now we look at the note that Jess left.
Oh my god. What did our naive sister get herself into now? I got your note.
Glad you can make it. Maybe we should start with a little, making out and see where it goes from there. Oh, hell yeah.
And another homage to the classic horror games.
Taking her shirt off.
They're supposed to be high schoolers, but they all
Oh
look
my
like they're
God.
in their mid to late 20s.
Matt, what are you doing here?
Hannah!
I'm sorry, Hannah.
Hey,
This all
don't.
got out of
It's
hand,
just
but...
a stupid prank.
Damn.
You guys are jerks. You know that? Hannah!
Alright, now this gives you an idea of the choices you can make. Oh, and I forgot to turn off public percentages. It shows you, I'm going to turn this off, but you can set it to where it shows you all the people who have played this game, how many people chose to do one thing, and how many chose to do another thing. You can choose to wake Josh, or you can choose to go find the others. If you wake Josh, it doesn't matter. He's not going to wake up. You go join the others anyway. It's just giving you an idea of what you can do.
Guys, there's someone outside. What the hell?
Hannah!
What's going on? Where's my sister going?
It's fine. She just can't take a joke.
It was just a prank, Han.
What did you do?
We're just messing around, Beth. It wasn't serious.
You jerks! Hannah! Hannah!
So, should we go after her?
You know, I kind of think you're the last person she wants to see right now, Mike.
And another thing this game has, quick time events. So be prepared to, at any second really, they just throw them at you. We're going to be going fast. And like I said, this is the prologue. It's just giving you an idea of what you can expect for the game. None of the choices you make right now matter. So you can choose one or the other. It doesn't affect it either way. You're going to end up in the same place no matter what.
Jesus! Fuck! Shit! Damn it, Hannah! Where are you?
And then you use the actual motion pad to turn on lights and stuff.
Hannah!
And you walk with your left analog stick, and then with your right analog stick you can choose which way your light faces. And if you hold down on the left trigger, I guess it's, yeah, L1, I guess is what it's called. I'm an Xbox guy, so. If you hold down on L1, it makes you walk faster. Now coming up right over here,
Hello?
this is the only
Hello?
thing you need to make sure you pick up whenever you're doing the prologue. Once you pick this up, you're golden. No matter what other choices you make, this is the only thing that really matters, okay? This is called the death totem. And it shows you the future on how possibly characters can die. And if you hit R1, it'll take you to this system here where it shows you can hit X and you can reinspect it and rewatch the video. Just keep hitting it, watching it over and over again. And if you hit triangle, the more totems you pick up, it's going to start building up a video called Events of the Past. So that's all we have right now, just from that one totem. The more totems you get, the more little snippets of the video of what happened in the past, and it helps build the story for the entire game. So now that we grabbed that, it doesn't matter what we choose for the rest of the fire. Doesn't matter what we choose for the rest of the prologue. That was the only important thing we needed to grab.
What the hell was that?
Oh, and we see Hannah sitting up there in the snow.
Hannah! Hello? Hannah! Oh my god, you must be freezing. Here, take my coat. I'm such an idiot. I'm so dumb. Hannah, Beth? Jesus Christ. No! No! Shit! Fuck! No! Hold on! Hold on!
All right. Now you can choose to either drop your sister or let go and you both die. Honestly, it doesn't matter what you choose, you're both gonna die. So I say, let's be a good sister and not kill her. So for the next 2 seconds, you have a good conscience. And the death totem comes true. This is the only death totem that's unavoidable. No matter what happens, that will be the outcome there. And then at the end of every single chapter, you're going to talk to AJ Hill, the psychiatric analyst. And he's actually a very fascinating character. I really like his. Played by Peter Stormare. You may know him from The Big Lebowski. He's one of the nihilists. He believes in nothing Lebowski. He was also in Constantine. He was the devil. Pretty damn good devil.
The past is beyond our control. You have to accept this in order to move forward. But there is freedom in this revelation. Everything you do, every decision you make from now on will open doors to the future. I want you to remember this. I want you to remember this as you play your game. Every single choice will affect your fate and the fate of those around you. So, you have committed to commence with this game. This is significant. And I want to help you see it through. Sometimes these things can be a little scary, even terrifying, but I'm here to make sure that no matter how upsetting things may get, you will always find a way to work through it. All right. We will start with a simple exercise. Could you please pick up a card? And I want you to look at the picture on the other side and tell me what you feel about it. It is essential that you answer honestly in order to get the most out of this experience.
Okay, he does this at the end of every single chapter, or pretty much every single chapter. What you're going to do, he's going to show you pictures. You decide what you personally find scary or terrifying, and then it will actually build a game around you. The things that you find frightening will be implemented into the actual game. So it doesn't matter. The choices you make here, they're not going to affect the story. They're just going to affect what you see in the environment. So whatever he shows you is safe. So you're looking at the picture here. It shows you a little cottage and then a cornfield and a scarecrow. And I'm going to show you the exact same choices with him that I made for my first playthrough.
How did that picture make you feel? Remember, be honest.
Some people said it made him feel uneasy. I chose it made me feel happy.
Well, that's good. In what way did it make you happy?
I said the sunshine.
Sunshine. I see. So which word would best describe how you feel about darkness?
I am scared of the dark, so that's what I chose.
Afraid? Really? That's interesting. Where I come from, way up north in Sweden, the nights are 18 hours long. And why do you think you're afraid of the dark?
Everyone fears it, or I don't know. I chose everyone fears it. It doesn't matter what you choose, so just...
Well, it's a perfectly natural fear. Darkness, after all, is the unseen and therefore the unknown. And what could inspire fear more than the terror of uncertainty? Oh dear. We seem to be out of time for this session. We'll talk again soon. Until then, I suggest you try to stay away from dark places.
All right, and that is the end of the prologue right there. We'll let this finish out, fade out into black, and we'll pause it right there. Like I said, this was just a prologue. It's super quick. I'm going to post this video, and I may even post chapter 1 immediately right afterwards, just because this is so short. Everything, like I said, from here on out, the choices you make can affect, even if it seems like just an insignificant choice, it can have magnificent consequences down the road. So if you want to make sure that you pick up every single totem, every single clue, and make every single right choice, follow me through this guide. Now, keep in mind, this is going to be extremely spoiler heavy because I'm going to be letting you know what right choices to make, and I'm even going to be going into the consequences of what could happen if you choose something else. So if you don't want the game spoiled and you want to play it for yourself, then I suggest you do that first. But if you want to perfect the game, make sure you get everything correct, then follow this guide. Thank you to everybody for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. If you wouldn't mind, hit the subscribe button down below, and if you really wouldn't mind, support me on Patreon, because we're all going to make this channel better together. If you're subscribed to this channel, but you're not subscribed to my main channel, Flick Freaks, then I suggest that you do that. There's a lot of great content over there. Thank you to everybody for watching. I will catch you in the next video. So until then, fuck strikes, and Godspeed.